As we march with God, we take our steps that are necessary for us to go into this next generation, creating a new love, new peace, new patience, new perseverance. Jesus opens up that eternal salvation for you. When you end up having faith the size of a mustard seed, it says, you understand that the mustard seed was the smallest of all seeds. It's the same thing if I end up taking the word of God. I can put peace, I can say shalom. I can build forth the very grace that is set forth within his name and create that new life. Jesus will give you that love. If you look towards Christ, you end up seeing that he is opening up a new heart, a new salvation, and a new peace that cometh forth from the revelation of Christ himself. Wave on wave, we end up feeling the Spirit of God, his love. To understand that interpretation of the Spirit and to take a single word of God to build forth peace in the midst of a storm is the key. John said, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. How often do we use the Word of God to build forth a new creation, a new love, to be able to have God and the grace that is set forth through his name, evident within creation? If you look towards that, what you end up seeing is that God is going to give you. And the measure that you give is the measure that you receive. So thus it is that in sowing that, you end up also receiving abundant, the very goodness of God. Look towards salvation every morning, noon, and night, and have that reflection of the salvation that is set forth through your name. God will end up giving you that peace. You end up building that shalom. You take the word of God, and it is as though it is that mustard seed. And though the smallest of seeds planted within this world, we also end up receiving that very love that we plant. If you end up sowing eternal goodness, build forth hope, ask for wisdom. If he says banah, we end up seeing how Solomon said it, that wisdom and understanding was worth more than riches and fine gold. Call him to you, Lord. Ask him for wisdom, ask him for understanding. Use that seed and plant that wisdom and understanding in everything that you do. Edify grace unto grace, peace unto peace, perfection unto perfection, and build forth the word of God. When you have that, it is an entire garden of the prosperity of heaven that is set before you. You simply have to open the word of God. Understand the root, the spirit. God is spirit, and when we understand his spirit and his word, we go forth as creators within this world, building forth and emanating unto the divine source through creation and the formation of the word of God to take action within this world so that we can receive an eternal crown of glory, crowned with wisdom and understanding, built forth in strength and the loving kindness and fidelity of the glory of God. This eternal salvation leadeth forth under splendor and sets forth the foundation of the kingdom of heaven. What shall we compare the kingdom of heaven to, that it has not been compared to before through Christ? Look towards the parables. Jesus understood in such a way that the way that he spoke changed the world from millennium. When we look towards Christ, we look towards God. When we look towards God, he shows us our future, the past, and where we are today. He gives us a guide for all of humanity, for where we've been and for where we're going. When we look towards him, we can understand the perfect path that leads us forth into the salvation of not only our souls, but of all the world. God bless. God bless America.